still get paid from Ellie, and Ellie takes down a big pot.
King came. Knew you had it. Yeah.
And of course, Ellie Lesra,
At least some reading well.
from Israel, now calls Vegas his home, and he is up over $67,000 today.
That's it. That's what he should do. Yeah, because he already knows all my holiday. He says Shabbat Shalom, Boker Tov. He knows everything. Laila Tov. He knows too. He knows Shmonim. He can say number next to gas. When we start playing with him, my wife used to say some numbers, so he started repeating it.
Tom Derdwan in. Just a flat call from him, which is unusual.
3,000.
Well, probably because he's got a genuine hand. It's got a raise from Phil, though.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about it.
And it's interesting how we've seen Tom Dwan raise with his garbage, and here he limps in with a genuine hand.
The difference was the fact that when he's raising with the garbage, he's usually got position. At the moment, he is out of position. But I still don't think that's going to stop him playing.
Well, I think we both know he's going to play this hand, but is he going to re-raise this, or is he going to play it slow?
I think he's probably going to raise it.
Not right now. It's too lazy right now. How long it took? Yeah, but I mean...
Also looks like a bit of a squeeze play, of course. With a flat call from Ellie for the 3,000, he might think that
period of like a couple of weeks.
the other players might interpret it as a squeeze play.
I did. But apart from that, just a couple of hours here, a couple of hours there.
But we both know this is a play that Dwan would do with nothing.
9,700.
Of course, he's got the ladies on his side in his hand. And Ivy looking him up. Nearly a $10,000 re-raise, and the action is back to Ivy.
Looks like Phil might be interpreting it as a squeeze play.
Well, these players are so good. They go so deep. Talk about levels.
Thank you.
And sure enough, you called it. We get a re-raise here from Phil Ivy.
Big score, 25,000.
Lesra gets out of the way, and the action is back to Dwan. And how does he play this? He's out of position.
I'm going to hit him.
I think he's just going to move all in. He's almost played for this the way he's played the queens. He wanted it to look like a squeeze play. He's got the re-raise he's tried to induce.
He's certainly underrepresented his hand.
I love listening to music.
Does he want to put it all in? And of course the question is, if he does smooth call, how do you play it post-flop?
Small blind, I was in small blind. He just folded a big blind, right? You don't remember what he has.
Pass.
Nice.
Wow, he's laid down the queens. It's almost like he played to get the re-raise from Phil.
He had a big hand over there.
Yeah, he really underrepresented his hand there and then got bluffed off.
I forgot the chest.
But of course, you know, two black queens, how much money do you want to commit there out of position?
It looked pretty big.
Well, it's a very strange way to play the queens.
That's why you write the books.
That's why I write the book.
You know,
I'm just observing.
You know,
Tom, I used to
you know, if I knew you wrote a book, I'd have been needling you about it. That's how you know for sure I didn't know.
The cream of the crop are battling it out here at the FullTiltPoker.net $1 million cash game. Straight back to the action and to your commentators as well, Gary Jones and David Tuckman.
That was so upset. There was a hand with the board at the end.
Buttons in front of him.
It's king, queen, jack, deuce,
Pass.
4. On the turn, I had 3 kings.
Pass.
Action.
Right?
Over to Tom Dwan
And the way the hand
in the
went
cutoff
down.
seat.
What does he have? Did he make 2 fair? Yes.
His cut-off seat is absolutely perfect for raising up Chris Ferguson's big blind. He knows he's probably going to be the person that defends it the least. One thing he has to try and get through is Phil Ivy's small blind.
Which definitely is not as easy.
No.
Time to take it out of the comics because that's really not often. King, queen, jack, deuce, 4. I had 3 kings on the flush draw.
There's even a slight chance that Chris Ferguson could try and defend with his Queen 8 of hearts.
So that's not true.
This is the kind of spot where Ferguson might come over the top.
You know, like a low draw.
Cool.
But he's just going to call this.
And I look at guest and he take me off with the 4.
3, 8, 3.
Oh, it's not a bad flop for Queen 8.
Well, he's flopped
Taking it out of the consequence.
top pair. He's got 2 pair right now, of course.
Obviously.
8s and 3s with a queen kicker.
He can be pretty sure if he checks it, Dur's going to have a bet. Like a 90% certainty.
He obviously is not in there with the 9-4 to hit a hand. He's using his position, attacking those blinds relentlessly.
I'm annoyed. I'm going to go and see. Stefan, you went to see all the doctors, right? I've done a lot, yeah.
4,007.
I can't think nothing on the MRI.
And he's going to let it go.
I think all 3 options went through his mind there. Pass, raise and call.
So I can't find out whether it's
If it had raised, I don't know what Chris would have done. I'm pretty sure Chris is going to at least call this one.
Yeah, it would have been interesting had Ivy made a move there.
some kind of...
But I think Ferguson is definitely not going to go anywhere. And once Ferguson at least calls this, I think Dwan is done with the hand.
He said, I go and see him, it's going to take me to the best doctor.
I think Chris will probably raise.
No one can help me. No, I got a pain. I swung without sleeping 6 months ago in LA. Golf, and then I swung and pain started from my club, whatever the club is.
12 total.
Yeah, it makes a difference. If he's caught the Queen, there's less overcards can come to his hand. He can possibly just afford to call. But here, just having the 8, he wants to find out whether he's in good shape or not.
I'm very good.
Tom Dwan, only 22 years old, but a student of the game.
I can't even play golf. But I can
And I think he has Chris Ferguson on a range of hands that he could have here.
23.3 total.
And there you go. There it is, the move.
25,3.
23.3.
25,300.
23.3. 23.3.
23,300.
And he makes it 23,300, putting the heat back on Chris Ferguson. Dwan with about 140,000 in chips. Ferguson with just over 100,000. And he is not going to lay this one down. No way, no how. He's put his money in there.
What a great call there from Chris. We're just going to have to see whether Tom can keep firing.
I mean, Chris Ferguson is a tight player, but he cannot be pushed around. There's a reason why he won the 2000 World Series of Poker main event. And, of course, he's a 5-time World Series bracelet winner.
2.
Oh, that's a good card if you have the Queen 8 there. Ferguson has to like that card. Pot is just over $66,000.
Check.
And does Dwan continue firing here?
Well, he has to decide if Chris is slow playing the 3. Has he got a flush draw, or does he have an 8? And which ones of those can he get him to put down? And for how much?
I have to think that he thinks Ferguson has an 8.
Oh, he's checked it. We're going to
gonna
see the river. Oh, that's a card that's never going to get rid of Chris Ferguson now.
And if you're Ferguson, do you check this one more time? Putting your opponent on a bluff. See if you can get some action out of him.
It's got to be going through Chris's mind. What on earth can he give Tom Dwan right now?
Check.
I think that's a good check.
I love the check. I was going to say that. Well, the world champion has given Dwan some rope, hoping that'll hang himself. And he's reaching for chips.
He just can't leave that $66,000 behind.
60.
16,000.